I've just grown up. I think I say it all the time. A year for an 18 to 22-year-old dude is you do a lot of growing up in that situation, mentally, maturity-wise, whatever you got to do. So I'm just older. I understand things better. I see things quicker, and allows the game to really slow down for me. There's also things that I have never done before that he constantly puts me in positions in way more than the comfortable positions. So like at practice and stuff, I'm doing stuff that a lot of times I've never done before in my life. Like I run way more one-on-ones with the safeties now than I ever have. Like up until this year, I've never ran a one-on-one with a safety, just in one-on-one drills ever. Just little things like that, just trying to make me uncomfortable and get better at those things, just to broaden my basis of what I can do. I think the line's coming along well. I think our defense throws a lot at us. I think we have a very, very, very talented defense, very good defense. So that doesn't necessarily make it always easy for somebody to jump into something and start. But I think we're really doing a really good job of handling it, especially towards the end of the camp right now. We're really getting the hang of it and coming off the ball way better.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When I lost my mom, I wasn't even in Columbus for a couple weeks. I was back at home. Then when I came back, there were times I was like, man, I don't even really know if I want to be playing the rest of this season. I wasn't in it for a while. Then, we got such a good support staff with coaches and everybody around here trying to push me back into it. But yeah, it was tough for sure. I still think about it all the time. But yeah, it was a tough situation. Yeah, it was a rough year, man. I'll just put it that way. It was not a good year for me, but I just trying to build from it, learn from it, just kind of control what I can control. Obviously, you can't really control kind of both of those things that happen, but trying to take positives from each of them and get better any way I can. Honestly, I just don't really feel like there's anything that could really go on in my life that would get me to that point again. So, like, when things get tough, I feel like I'm a little scarred from things like that. Chalice in a good way. Obviously, what happened wasn't good, but, kind of built up my mental toughness, being able to fight through certain things. Yeah, man, at Elder down in Cincinnati, I basically played X, so kind of what Marvin plays right now. I was always split out wide, then I'd jump inside in the slot as well, doing various things. So that kind of gave me an advantage coming up here receiving-wise, because I've been doing it for years. Then obviously I had to work on the blocking thing, but I feel like I can add value downfield, making plays, stretching the field for our offense, and even then while I was playing receiver, we'd do perimeter blocks. So I feel like one of my strong suits as well is blocking on the perimeter and out in space. So I feel like I can add those two things, and the blocking in line is still coming along, and I feel like I can help in that way as well. Yeah, man, it was a tough play at the end. That's one thing I got to work on is pass pro. So getting bigger, stronger, being able to sit, move my feet in a strong position like that with a good rusher like that is critical. It's everything, man. There's not a better guy than Cade, not a better role model for, younger guys, and still me. I look up to him in many ways, hardest worker on the team, does everything right. If you want to have a chance of playing football and being successful, just look at what he does and try to mimic it.
I would say it's just been a process of continually coming in here every day and trying to bring out the best version of myself daily. I feel like oftentimes it's easy to look ahead to a long season that you have, or a long camp that you have, or whatever season of the year you're in, and look too far ahead. And I think I kind of just took the mindset of just approaching each day as an individual itself, and winning that day. And over time, you get further ahead. You look back over time and you say, wow, I've really built something. So I think it's been a process of that. I don't think I'm doing anything crazy spectacular. I think I've just shown up every day and I've been consistent, and I've just shown the best version of myself. I think just all around, this is the best I've felt, going into a camp, going into a season, and I feel amazing. My heart feels good, my body feels good, my mind feels good, and I'm ready to roll.
We've got enough depth that I could put guys out there, to spell them. Cade deserves, and his team deserves, and his team needs Cade at his best later in the year, right? And that's what we're going to do. Simple. It's get uncomfortable. 2 words. And I text him it all the time. I printed it out, put it on his desk. Get uncomfortable. What does that mean? It means if I put Cade in a drill that he could exhale because he knows he's good at, shame on me. He should have went to the NFL. Seriously. If I have him run a route at practice that he's comfortable doing, shame on me. He's not getting better. You don't get better when you're comfortable. So for Cade to come back, we put a plan together before he decided, right? And I said, I'm going to make you uncomfortable because that's when you grow. So it's drills. It's going up against corners, right? I mean, because if you could beat Denzel Burke at the line of scrimmage, you could beat a safety, right? So putting him in situations where he's constantly uncomfortable, and he might hate it at the time, but he's getting so much better.